If you've ever felt alone, if you've ever felt despair or just been alone and feel like there's no hope, I want to tell you that there is. There's hope. And you don't have to be alone. We have a God in heaven that loves us. Whether we know him or not, he loves us, and he sent his son to die for us. And not like we think. You know, we think that God is, we want to put God in a box, and we want to think that if we don't believe in him, that he's angry with us and that he sends us to hell. But let me tell you that God is not sending anybody to hell. God is respectful of your wishes. He gave us free will, and he respects that. He respects his gift of free will to us, not because we deserve it, but because it is his gift to us, that free will, and he respects his own gifts. And if we go to hell, it's because we choose. We're choosing, and it's not a place God created for punishment or for torment. It's a place that God created to respect the free will, to disregard and turn away from him, to not trust him and not want him in our life. If we choose to push him out of our lives, he gives us that opportunity. He lets us. He gives us a way to do that. We don't understand what that means because we live on an earth that's still protected. It's still under his grace. So we don't understand that when we choose to disobey him, that we are choosing to go to a place without him. And we describe that place as hell. It's not that he's sending us there. He would never want to send any of us there. In fact, he's done everything he can to protect us and keep us from going there. God is perfect, and his love is perfect, and nothing impure can live in his presence. And us as humans are imperfect. You know, we sin in our lives. We willingly choose to disobey God, and that is sin, and that is deserving of separation from him. The true death is separation from him. So when we're deserving of death, we're deserving to be separated from him. But he wants us to be with him. So he sent his son, Jesus, to die for us, that he would take our place. And it's so simple. All we have to do, we just have to accept the fact that we're sinners and we're not good enough to be with God. And we just have to accept that Jesus took away our sin in God's eyes. And that's it. We don't have to, it's not about praying a special prayer. It's not about doing a special thing. It's about trusting that the Lord God had made provision for us, and that Jesus was the Son of God, and he came in to die for us and took away our sin, and that we can have life with him forever. So if you choose to ignore that, and you choose to ignore God, he will let you go about your path, and when you die, he will allow you to be alone in silence and without him, and that will be hell. It'll be hell to not have him and not to be able to cry out to him, not to have his protection. And you don't have any way to relate to that now. But once you're gone, it'll be too late. When you choose to spend eternity away from God, you'll regret it immediately. You'll understand the choice you made, and you'll understand every choice in your past that has led you there, and you'll understand what it means to be separated from him. And it'll be torment. Not because God's tormenting you, but it'll be because you are tormented by your own choices and your own past in your decision to live apart from God for the rest of your life, for the rest of eternity. And there won't be a second chance. It'll be the crushing weight on your chest. It'll feel like you're trapped in a place and there's no hope. So if you've ever been there in this life, if you've ever been in a place of no hope, you understand what that's like. You're already feeling a portion of that hell. And I'm asking and I'm begging you to think about the consequences of continuing in a life like that, and continuing like that for eternity, because you don't need to. God has done everything he can to prepare for you a way to avoid that. He loves you. He doesn't want to punish you, and he's not punishing you. He's not going to punish you by sending you to hell. He's going to allow you to choose to go there on your own, but he's given you every possible way without having to do anything other than believe in him to avoid it, and to spend your life with him in a place where there is no despair, where there is only joy and only hope and only peace. And he wants that for you. And I would just encourage you to think about that, to reconsider God, that he's not a punishing God, that he's not an angry God, but he is a pure and good God. And if you choose to live apart from him, you absolutely can. But it's not going to be what you think it is. He's not going to punish you. He's not going to send you to hell, but he's going to let you choose to go there yourself. And once you go there, there's no coming back. He will let you walk away from him, and he will turn his back on you. but he doesn't want to. He would love to spend his eternity with you. He gave us everything that we could have, and every possible hope, and he gave us every way. He made all the provision for us, and all we have to do is accept it. It's very simple. We just have to accept it, and he will protect us, and he will put us in his hand, and he will carry us. It won't be easy here on this life because it's still a fallen world, but he's here to give us hope, and he's here to tell us that we are never alone, that he will always be here for us. His word says that he will never forsake us or leave us if we choose to be with him, and we can have that today. And I just challenge everyone to think on that and to reconsider your thought on God, and give him your future.